everyone, Amanda here from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Thanks for joining me today. And today we're going to make a super pretty but really simple card using this beautiful stamp set. It's called First Frost and it really is beautiful. These images here look like watercoloured images and they look like two-tone, like you've done two-step stamping. They're absolutely beautiful. So, without further ado, here are my card and my stamp layers. I will leave all of the measurements over on my blog at scrimpingmommy.co.uk if you miss any of them. So the card base is the standard. I've chopped a A4 sheet of, this is Highland Heather, and I've cut it at 4 1/8, the full length of the UK A4, and I've scored it in the middle at 5 7/8 to make a tenfold. So my next layer is a background layer, and this measures 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and then I have two other layers, and this is Highland Heather again and Whisper White, and the Whisper White one is 3 by 3 1/2, and the coloured layer is 3 1/8 by 3 5/8, and it's going to layer on there like so. Okay, so we're going to do simple stamping, but I am using quite a few colours. So this is going to be my colour palette, really beautiful. We've got the Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, we've got Mint Macaron and Soft Seafoam. So we're going for quite soft heather type colours. So there we go. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to stamp my sentiment straight onto my card. And I'm going to use, for this, I'm going to use the darker. So this one is Grapefruit Grove. No, it isn't. It's Gorgeous Grape. I'm getting my names of my colours mixed up. It's never seen Grapefruit Grove. That's an orangey, peachy tone. Oh, dear me. So I'm inking that up, and hopefully that is going to stamp really nicely. And I'm just going to aim for the top right-hand corner. About there. I'm not really measuring it. Just going for around about that area. Okay, and there we go. That's beautiful. What a beautiful colour. And so what I can do now is I'm just going to put that to one side because I'm going to use it in a minute. I can now attach that to my card front. Just make sure it's dry. So let me get a piece of scrap and just blot it. And I'm just using my tape runner here. Careful not to smudge that beautiful ink, and I'm going to just carefully lay that on my card. I've only got a small increment, so I want to make sure it's fairly straight. So I'm doing it carefully before I commit, and then we just press. Then we can just bob that to one side for now because we're going to concentrate on these two here. So I'm doing quite a small, I'm just going to get a piece of scrap underneath, quite a small area of stamping to be honest, and we're going to make it into like a feature on the card. So I have mounted up lots of these stamps. We've got this one and this one, just about all of them. No, not all of them. So I'm going to open my inks. We've got Soft Seafoam, we have Mint Macaron, we've already got Gorgeous Grape open, and I've got Highland Heather. So I've got those in front of me there, and I've got my stamps ready. And the first one that I'm going to stamp with is this one. Now I have been practicing, if you can see, I've been practicing on, and I just think that the whole entire set is beautiful. So I've been practicing with colours and what looks nice on top of each other, and that's how I come up with my ideas. I just stamp and I just keep on going, adding layers until I find something that I kind of want, and this is kind of what I wanted. Okay, so using the long one here, for want of a better word, this long leafy one, I'm doing that in Soft Seafoam. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm aiming for just a couple of sprigs of that, sort of one to one side and one to the other. Okay, and I'm going to re-ink in between so that is nice and strong. Hopefully you can you see what I'm doing? Am I even in shot? Dear me, Amanda, I think I need to zoom out. I'll just stamp this one and then I'll zoom out ever so slightly so that you can see what I'm actually doing. What am I like? Do apologise. Okay, so I've just stamped those two kind of images there. And then I'm going to get this one, which is this smaller sprig here rather than the big one. And I'm going to ink that with mint macaron. Okay. And I'm going to have one there. And then one sort of just to the side. I'm doing it almost quite random. I think I'll do that one stamped off. So I'm stamping off and then I'm adding another sprig just there. Okay. I think that's pretty. I think I might just add another one stamped off just higher up. So I'm getting my mint macaron. I'm stamping off and then I'm just adding some more. And then I'm just going to do this again up the middle. So I'm just adding as I'm going. Making it up as I go along, like I often do, but that is the best thing about stamping. There's no right or wrong. So I'm using the larger of the roses there, and I'm inking it in the darker colour, which is the Gorgeous Grape. Plenty on, and I'm just going to stamp. I'm just going to stamp one there. I'm just going to go for it. Okay, so one there, and when they've dried the inks as well, they do go a little bit lighter coloured, but that is absolutely beautiful. And then I'm getting the lighter colour, and I'm getting the smaller rose, and I'm just going to stamp a couple and make a cluster. Okay, so one there, and slightly turning it, one there, and that's it. Okay. They're a beautiful, beautiful watercolour effect, these stamps, so they just look beautiful. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move these inks before I stick my elbow in them. And then I'm going to line this up on some more of the Highland Heather cardstock. Now I could go for a nice just straight in the corner there, but that would be a little bit dull, wouldn't it? And I don't do dull. So I'm going to off-centre it. I'm going to have it like that. Okay. So I'm going to have this one kind of facing to my left at an angle. And then my stamped one I'll have... And it just fills up that white space if you do that as well. Just fills it up that little bit more so you feel like you filled the card, but we've only actually done a very little bit of stamping. And there you go. I'll just zoom in. That is an absolutely beautiful card. I think that stamp set is absolutely amazing. It's versatile. You can change the colours. There's so much you can do with that. And it certainly isn't just for Christmas. That is beautiful all year round. So that is First Frost. All of the details will be over on my blog. At scrimpingmommy.co.uk, so do go on over and check it out. I'll leave the measurements there as well in case you want to have a go at this card yourself. Go and have some fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.